Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 for FAU here at the Spring Games. Second matchup here in Leesburg features the FAU Owls against the Liberty Flames. FAU fell in a tight 2-1 game to UNC last time out, and Liberty is fresh off of an 8-0 run rule victory over Maryland. Gabby Sacco gets the start in the circle for the Owls. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 for FAU. As Kara Caneto digs in for Liberty, and we are underway. Second matchup here in Leesburg features the FAU Owls against the Liberty Flames. FAU fell in a tight 2-1 game to UNC last time out, and Liberty is fresh off of an 8-0 run rule victory over Maryland. Sacco misses there low. Gabby Sacco gets the start in the circle for the Owls. Sacco in her first collegiate win last time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 for FAU. Kara Caneto digs in for Liberty, and we are underway. Second matchup here in Leesburg features the FAU Owls against the Liberty Flames. FAU fell in a tight 2-1 game to UNC last time out. Thus far, Liberty is fresh off of an 8-0 run rule victory. She gets even at 2. Sacco misses there low. Gabby Sacco gets the start in the circle for the Owls. Sacco in her first collegiate win last time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 for FAU. We are on the second matchup here in Leesburg. Features the FAU Owls against the Liberty Flames. FAU fell in a tight 2-1 game to UNC last time out. Thus far, Liberty is fresh off of an 8-0 run rule victory. She gets even at 2. Sacco misses there low. Now here's Devin Howard stepping in for Liberty. Gabby Sacco gets a start in the circle for the Owls. Sacco in her first collegiate win last time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 for FAU. We are on the second matchup here in Leesburg. Features the FAU Owls against the Diamonds. FAU fell in a tight 2-1 game to UNC last time out. Thus far, Liberty is fresh off of an 8-0 run rule victory. Gets even at 2. Sacco misses there low. At third, Summer Baker at short. As that Devin Howard up the middle for Liberty. First hit of the Gabby Sacco gets a start in the circle for the Owls. Sacco in her first collegiate win last time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 for FAU. We are on the second matchup in Leesburg. Features the FAU Owls against the Diamonds. FAU fell in a tight 2-1 game to UNC last time out. Thus far, Liberty is fresh off of an 8-0 run rule victory. Gets even at 2. Sacco misses there low. At third, Summer Baker at short. As that Devin Howard up the middle for Liberty. First hit of the that is popped out the foul ground and put away by Zoe Jones, as we now have 2 down. Lou Allen now up for Liberty with 2 down. Allen, a senior from Hesperia, California. 2 outs for Gabby Sacco here, as that is fouled off past third base. That one's low in the dirt. Good block there by Conley. Keep it in front of her. Sacco, a freshman for FAU. Delivers. That one is low, and it gets past Conley, as Howard is going to take second on the pass ball. Two down for Sacco, but the pass ball puts one in scoring position. Howard now at second. 3-1 count to Allen, cleanup hitter for Liberty, as Sacco hits the inside corner for strike one. That one is bounced to third. Murray fields and fires and retires Allen to end the inning. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base for Liberty in the first. FAU coming to bat. We'll be right back right after. Check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Back for the bottom of the first. Here between FAU and Liberty as Sarah Berthume digs in. Berthume, the leadoff hitter, taking her normal spot in left. Smith the lineup for the Owls as Mackenzie Wagoner, the starting pitcher for Liberty, steps in. Berthume, Cunningham batting second. Lynn Gardner, the DP, batting third. Zoe Jones at cleanup, playing first base. Maya Murray at third and batting fifth as Wagoner paints the inside corner. Conley, the catcher. Riley Olsen in right, batting seventh. Maya second baseman, batting eighth. And Summer Baker batting ninth at short. Berthume swings and misses there. And it's now a 1-2 count to the Owls junior left fielder. As that one's fouled right out of play. One, 2 count to Berthume. That is bounced to second base, and Berthume goes down 4-3 on the putout for the first out of the inning. Put out by Rachel Crane. Caitlin Cunningham now steps in. Cunningham had a big game-tying single in the first game for FAU at the bottom of the sixth. She takes outside for ball one to tie the game against UNC up 1-0. 1-1. Check that. That is popped up, but should stay in territory, and it does. In foul ground, as number 11, Devin Howard, the Liberty third baseman, puts it away for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Lynn Gardner. Gardner looks at ball one, high. Gardner took the loss in game one, but had another solid start as she went the distance. Second complete game in as many starts this year. She takes outside. That's popped up. And it's going to drop as the shortstop and the third baseman were both converging, and no one called it. Falls harmlessly to the ground, and that's going to be a loop infield single for Gardner. So miscommunication there between Reagan Barrett and Devin Howard. That should have been an easy out to end the third inning. But no one called it. They both looked at each other, and it falls to the dirt. Zoe Jones now steps in. That misses low and inside. 2-0 count on Jones early on. Jones, the FAU first baseman. Swings and a miss. 2-1 count. Wagoner finds the outside corner there, and it's 2-2 to Zoe Jones. Bottom of the first, no score between FAU and Liberty. 2 down, and Lynn Gardner on first. Comes the 2-2 from Wagoner, and she gets Jones swinging at a high fastball for strike 3. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and none left. We're going to the second inning right here in Leesburg, Florida. Top 2 here between Liberty and FAU as Danae Griffin, the DP, leads off against Gabby Sacco. First pitch just outside for ball 1. Sacco fires that one past Griffin for strike 2. FAU 1-4 on the season, just misses outside. Liberty 1-4 as well. Sacco fires that one in there for strike 2. 2-2 count coming to Griffin. Misses away. We have a full count here to Griffin as Sacco delivers low and inside for ball 4. Good battle there and a good walk earned by Griffin. Rachel Roop next up for Liberty. The Flames right fielder, excuse me. Sacco delivers. Roop bunts but fouls that one back. As a little bunt and run action misses outside there for ball 1. That one paints the outside corner with a changeup there for strike 2. Good pitch from the freshman. That one is blooped into center field, and it's going to be a base hit just over the glove of Maya the second baseman, and Liberty is set up with 2 on. And Rachel Crane now digs in with no outs. Sacco in a jam early on in the top of the second. Gets behind with a missed fastball low, 1-0. Comes the 1-0 from Sacco. Squares the bunt, does Crane, but she fouls that one right to Reagan Conley, the FAU catcher. It's so important to get those bunts down. When you're already willing to give up the out, it's important to execute and advance the runners and not just dig yourself in a 2-strike count. That one is popped up. Zoe Jones in fair territory makes the catch as the infield fly is called by the home plate umpire, but Jones puts it away for the first out of the inning. Reagan Barrett now steps up to the plate, the Liberty shortstop. That was grounded to third. Murray tries to go step on third, but she boots it, and it's going to get away. And the runner's going to score, unearned run, and that's 1-0 Liberty. Murray didn't field it cleanly, and then the flip as Summer Baker was covering third, got away, and that is an E5 in the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Liberty here with 1 out in the second. Second and third now for the Liberty center fielder, Janessa Plummer. Plummer, sophomore from Lakeland, Florida. Right down the road from here. Out here in Leesburg, the spring games, 2nd of 5 for FAU this weekend. As the Owls will play Maryland and then Missouri tomorrow. Close out the weekend with a Sunday matinee against Monmouth. The bunt is down and the runner's going home. The flip to the plate is not in time as Roop beats it down on the suicide squeeze from Liberty, which is executed. And it's 2-0 FAU. Conley still has the ball, but she'll get it back to Sacco. Here's Kara Caneto as the top of the order now steps up, and it's 2-0 Liberty early on. Bunt attempt fouled, out of play. As the FAU is going to call time and talk it over, as a lot of action being played by Liberty right here. A lot of bunts, a lot of running, a lot of taking the extra base. So you have 2 unearned runs in. 1 out, and runners on the corners for Sacco. Oh, 1 count as Plummer on third, Plummer on first, Barrett on third, and Caneto at the plate for Liberty. Another bunt and run attempt, and it's fouled back by Caneto. Not often do you see a double suicide squeeze in an inning, but Liberty being aggressive right here. Comes the 0-2 from Sacco as the runner goes off first. It's grounded to Jones. She's coming home, and the throw does not beat Barrett as Barrett slides under the tag. More aggressive base running from Liberty, and they're making the Owls pay here. It's 3-0 Liberty. Next up is Devin Howard, the Flames' third baseman. Another bunt attempt, and the runners go. The throw down to third, and she's out. Reagan Conley catches Plummer trying to steal third, as the bunt attempt was missed by Howard, but Conley threw down to third and got Plummer stealing. Good job covering the bag by Summer Baker as the wheel play was on. Sacco fires that one past Howard, and it's an 0-2 count. That one is popped out of play down the left field line. Three to nothing here, Liberty. All 3 runs coming in this top of the second inning as Sacco misses low there. That one is bounced into right field, and that's a base hit. Here comes a runner around third. The throw is not in time, and it's 4-0 Flames off the bat of Devin Howard. That one is laced into left field off the bat of Caroline Hudson. And the attack continues from Liberty. 4-0 here in the second. That one's low. Conley throws down to third as the runners move up. Lou Allen, who led off this inning for Liberty, digs in. FAU's infield will talk it over. The 1-1 from Sacco misses outside, 2-1. Check that. Ball 4 to Allen as Griffin, the DP, now steps in. Strike there from Sacco. 4 runs already in from Liberty, 4-4-0 against 0-1-1 from FAU. A couple of defensive misplays from the Owls really allowed this inning to take off for Liberty. As that one is served into right field, and it's going to be a base hit. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, 2-run score, and the throw comes in to third base, and it's 6-0 Liberty. A 2-run RBI from Griffin. 2-run RBI single. As here comes Rachel Roop, the Liberty right fielder. 6-0 here, Liberty, all 6 runs in the top of the second. As that one's fouled into the backstop. That one misses low, 1-1 count. That strike is dropped in there from Sacco, and it's an 0-2 count. That is grounded to short. Baker goes the short way to end the inning. But Liberty gets 6 on the board. We're heading into the bottom of the second. FAU in a 6-0 hole. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning as Maya Murray steps in. 6-0 Liberty lead on FAU. Murray takes the first two, is now up ahead 2-0 on the count. Murray, the Owls' senior third baseman, just 1 for 10 so far this year, 2 runs scored. She looks at ball 3 there. Kenzie Wagoner, the sophomore out of Newcastle, Oklahoma, righty in the circle for Liberty. The 3-0. Murray takes low for strike 1. Comes a 3-1, and Murray takes that 3-2. It's on the inside corner here. Need base runners if you're FAU, so Murray's got the right idea, just trying to get on any way she can. However, takes 2 strikes back into a full count now. Comes the payoff pitch, and that is fouled off. Nice day here in Leesburg, Florida. Day 1 of 3 for the spring games for the Owls this weekend. As that one bounces in the dirt, and Murray's got herself a leadoff walk. It's the last thing you want to do if you're Wagoner in the circle. With a 6-run lead, you want to throw strikes and come at them and then make FAU get some hits. As Reagan Conley steps in. Wagoner misses low and away for that one for ball 1. If you're a pitcher in this situation, you just want to let your defense play behind you. Don't want to be giving out any free bases. Comes the 1-0, and Conley tries to check her swing. They appeal to the first base umpire, and he says she does check the swing. 2-0 count now to the Owls catcher. And another ball from Wagoner. It's a 3-0 count now to Conley. Liberty calls time. As the catcher, Caroline Hudson, goes out and has a chat with Wagoner, trying to have her regain her focus. Yeah, 3-0 count to Conley. And that's misses high and outside for ball 4. That's 2 quick walks to start the inning for the FAU as Dot Richardson, the Liberty coach, will go have a talk with her pitcher along with the rest of her infield. 6-0 here, but FAU 2 on and none out. If you're the Owls, you just got to chip away. Start with 1 run, 2 runs, still a lot of game left, but you got to start chipping away, scoring any way you can. Comes Riley Olsen. Olsen, the Owls' right fielder today here in Game 2. As Wagoner gets on the board there, strike 1. Olsen, a sophomore outfielder out of Boulder, Colorado. Chance base hit here. gets FAU set up pretty well as that one misses outside. Check swing and a very late appeal from the home plate umpire to third. However, no dice, and it's a 1-1 count to Olsen. The tall lefty digs in. Off-speed pitch high in the zone from Wagoner.
I don't have a card.
Olsen swings past that one. And it's 2-2. And that's strike 3 as Wagoner gets the first out of the inning. Next up is Maya the Owls' second baseman. Taps that to short. They go to second for 1, and that's all they'll get as beats it out for a fielder's choice, but 2 down now for the Owls. As Conley is out at second with a 6-4 putout. And Summer Baker is up next for FAU. Swings through the first pitch there. Baker, the shortstop for FAU, is 1 for 10 in the first 5 games this year. One was an RBI triple. First and third here with 2 outs and a 6-0 lead for Liberty. As that's popped up, out of play. Oh, 2 count to Baker. That one misses high from Wagoner. Ball 2 there. 2-2 count, 2 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 6 runs in the top of the second for Liberty. As that one from Wagoner is outside, and it's 3-2 count. That should start up from first. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for this inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left for the Owls. Heading to the top of the third, it's 6-0 Liberty. We'll be back right after this break. Pitching change here for FAU to lead off the top of the third. It's Donnie Goborn, and she hits the first batter that she sees. Fires that one low and inside. Goborn gets even there at 1-1. Goborn, a junior for FAU out of Sebring, Florida, Lake Placid High School. Jams her there as she gets Barrett to ground out back to herself, Goborn does, and Crane advances on the putout. And here comes the Liberty center fielder, Janessa Plummer. Plummer, a sophomore from Lakeland. 1 on and 1 out. Runner on second for Liberty as Goborn misses outside. That one misses low. Snap throw to second. Trying to keep runner honest as Conley behind the plate. Third appearance of the year from Goborn. Misses outside as Plummer was laying down the slap, trying to lay down the slap attempt. 3-0 here. See if Goborn can battle back. And she misses low. That's a walk to Plummer. Liberty's center fielder, Kara Caneto, steps in and looks at that first pitch for a ball. Swing and a miss there from Caneto. Top three here with 1 down for Donnie Goborn as she has a 1-1 count to Caneto, the junior outfielder from Slovana, Georgia, as good pitch there. Goborn finds the outside corner for strike 2. That one misses high and outside, and it's 2-2. Good pitch there by Goborn, but she just missed the outside corner. Full count now to Caneto. Last thing you want to do if you're Goborn is walk the bases loaded. Give Liberty a chance to really blow this thing open here in the third. And that's low for ball 4. Flames will have them bases juiced. Next up is Devin Howard. Howard, the Liberty third baseman, is 2 for 2 so far today. Goborn misses high and outside for that one. She falls behind 1-0 to Howard. Fastball will pop on that one. Hits the inside corner for strike one. One count to Howard coming up. Misses there. Two to one. Here comes Goborn. Delivers. Fouled out of play as she jams Howard with that one. And that last one was an illegal pitch on Goborn, so it's 3-1. Not sure what the third place umpire saw, but he was all over it. And that'll, just like that, all four inside. And it's 7-0 Liberty after Howard works a bases loaded walk. Caroline Hudson, Liberty's catcher, now steps in the box. Goborn gets ahead with strike one there. Comes the 0-1 from Goborn. That ball is low, 1-1. One and one count to Hudson. That one is fouled off as Goborn jammed Hudson right there. Bases loaded, still just one out here. Goborn delivers. That is hit into center field, and that's going to be a base knock. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, and it's 9-0 Liberty here early on. A 2-run single from Hudson. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here for the Flames as number 19, Lily Hydorn. Hydorn comes on to run for Hudson. Nine nothing lead here for the Flames in the third inning as Goborn winds up and delivers strike one. Goborn's got some zip to her fastball. Thing with her has just been command. Struggle with command, but she can learn how to control her stuff. That'd be a good weapon for FAU. Comes the 1-0 That one is laced down the left field line. Berthium dives but can't get there, and that rolls into the corner. 1 run scores. 2 run score. That's a 2 RBI double from Allen, and it is now 11-0 Flames. Six in the second and 5 in the third for Liberty here, as the Flames offense is really making FAU work, as looks like we might have another sub here for the Flames, another pinch runner. Number 16, Courtney Polich, excuse me, places Griffin. Goborn misses with that one, 1-0. Two and 0 now there. Goborn misses high with that one, and it's 3-0. Comes the 3-0 from Goborn. That's in there for strike one. It's only 1 out here, with 5 runs already in from Liberty. Comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss. That's a good spot by Goborn there on the outside corner for a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch, low and inside, and that's another walk from Goborn. Brings up 2 on for Rachel Roop. As looks like that'll be it for Goborn. We'll be back right on the other side of this pitching change. Welcome back here in the top of the third. 11-0 ball game for Liberty as it's a bunch of changes for the Owls. Ashley Stevenson is now in to pitch in relief of Donnie Goborn. Gets behind 1 and 2 to Roop. That one is bounced to short, and that eats up Cameron Orland, who was just in the game as part of a bunch of defensive changes for the Owls. Base is now loaded for Crane. Cameron Orland in there at short. Jalen Ford replaces Zoe Jones at first. And Cameo Pursuti replaces Sarah Berthium in left, as that one is fouled off by Crane. Crane, the Liberty second baseman, a senior from Greenville, North Carolina. Stevenson fires, that one's lofted into center, put away by Cunningham. The run will score, and it's now 12-0 Liberty. As Reagan Barrett, Liberty shortstop, digs in. Stevenson gets on the board with strike one there. That one is popped up. Conley gives it a run. Eleven runs in for Liberty. 12 runs, 12-7-0 versus 0-1-2. That one is line to second. Can't make the play, but she hangs in there to throw out the runner. So liner, reaching to her left, couldn't corral it, but then she throws out the final out of the inning. 12-0 Liberty heading into the bottom of the third. We'll be back right after this. Bottom three here at the spring games as FAU trails 12-0 to Liberty. Cameo Pursuti steps into the box, getting her first at-bat of the season for the Owls and looks at strike one. Fouls that one off. Pursuti takes high there for ball one. Pursuti, a sophomore out of Fort Pierce, Florida. Outfielder, came over and she taps that one back to the pitcher. Wagner throws the first to throw out Pursuti for the first out of the inning. Maddie Carlock now steps in. Carlock pops one up, foul territory behind third. That'll fall out of play. Carlock, sophomore outfielder from Flower Mound, Texas. Carlock, the lefty outfielder, gets her first AB of the day. Looks at strike two there. Comes the 0-2 ball. Wagner misses there. 12 runs on 7 hits and no errors for Liberty. No runs on 1 hit and 2 errors for FAU. Comes the 1-2, fouled out of play. FAU returns action with a doubleheader tomorrow against Maryland at first, 11 a.m., and then Missouri at 1:30 right after that. Comes the 1-2. Carlock taps one to second. It's going to be a tough play, and it'll be made by the Liberty's second baseman, Rachel Crane. 2 down here as Lynn Gardner steps up to the plate. And Liberty is going to make another change, defensive substitution. As number 9, Casey Machado, takes over at third base. Lynn Gardner steps up. Gardner, the DP here in game 2. Takes ball 1. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. Two down here in the bottom of the third as the 1-1 gets sent in by Wagner. Misses there. 2-1. Gardner, another good start in the circle for FAU, her second complete game of the season. In game 1, a slight 2-1 defeat at the hands of UNC as Gardner looks at ball 3 there for 3-1. Good pitch there by Wagner as she pulls the string, hits the outside corner for strike 2. Gardner bounces one to second. Crane throws her out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of third for the Owls. No runs on, no hits, no errors, and none left. Heading into the top of the fourth, it's 12-0 Liberty. Top of the fourth here in Leesburg, 12-0 Liberty. A couple other defensive changes for FAU. Holly Peluso in the game at second base, and Riley Ennis in at third, as Ashley Stevenson misses there for ball 1-1-1. Comes the 1-1. That one is tapped into center. It's a slap lefty base hit for Plummer. Plummer gets her first hit of the game. She's now 1 for 1. As Caneto steps in to face Ashley Stevenson. Stevenson is senior righty for the Owls. As that one is a strike. And that's a stolen base from Plummer. Liberty still being aggressive on the base pass here, despite a 12-zip lead. 0-1 to Caneto. Stevenson, the righty from Rockledge, Florida, misses high and away for ball 1. (12-8-0) for Liberty up against 0-1-2 for FAU. That one is popped into left. Prizzuti is under it. Makes the play for the first out of the inning. Good pitch there from Stevenson to jam Caneto. As number 9, Casey Machado, is now up to bat. Machado entered the game last inning. Good pitch by Stevenson as she gets a first pitch strike over. ball outside there. Stevenson, her second appearance of the year. Had 1 run allowed her last time out. As she gets Machado to swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Stevenson misses there. 2-2 count now. That one is knocked to left, and that's a base hit as it splits the shortstop and the third baseman. Plummer will come around to score, and it's 13-zip Liberty. As Alexis Soto is next up. Soto, the Flames catcher. Taps one to third, but that's foul. Soto with her first at-bat of the day. That one is lofted into right, but Riley Olsen is under it and will make the catch for the second out of the inning. As number 16, Courtney Polich steps in. Both teams emptying the benches here as a 12-0 game. Trying to get some of your bench players some action. As that's grounded to third, Riley Ennis will make the play to retire the side. Good inning there from Stevenson as it's 13-0 Liberty heading into the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth here at the spring games as FAU trails Liberty 13-0. Jalen Ford steps in. Ford getting her first at-bat of the weekend. Ford faces the righty as she pops one to short. It's jammed there, and that'll be put away, one away. As Mackenzie Wagner is still in there. Wagner, 54 pitches, 31 strikes. Only 1 hit allowed. So Wagner is in a good job keeping the FAU bats at bay. As Riley Ennis, the new third baseman, steps in, squares to bunt, but pulls it back and looks at ball one. Ennis looks at another And that is strike one. 1-1 count. That one will miss high from Wagner, 2-1. And Ennis rips one down the left field line, and that's going to be a base hit. Let's see if she's going for two. Here comes the throw, and she'll slide in there head first with a two-bagger. Quick hands on that one from Ennis as she turned on that pretty quickly. Tucked it right inside the left field line. Hustling all the way around first for a double. As Reagan Conley now steps in, Conley the FAU backstop today. Lifts one to left field. That is deep down the line, but it is caught in foul ground. Conley had a good piece of that. Looked like that was maybe 5 feet in front of the foul pole, snagged by the Liberty left fielder for the first out of the inning. Two down now as Riley Olsen steps in. Olsen looks at ball one there. She lifts one down the right field line, and that is going to be a foul ball into the corner. As the right fielder for Liberty there dove and couldn't catch it. Good piece of that by Olsen. So we have a bald eagle that landed on our light tower. Interesting addition to this game. A 0-1 count to Olsen. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. As she takes that one. Olsen 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far today. Looks at strike 2. Two now to the FAU right fielder. Pitch from Wagner. High and inside. Olsen lays off of that. Set up a full count. Two down and Riley Ennis on second base as the pitch from Wagner is high and inside. Olsen works a 2-out walk. That'll set up Holly Peluso. Peluso, who entered the game last inning for Maya Am at second base, getting her first at-bat of the campaign. Turns on that one quickly, but fouls it down the right field line. Swing and a miss, and that one gets away as the runners are going to move up on the pass ball. Catcher couldn't squeeze it and trickled up the third base line and heads up base running from Ennis and Olsen. Gets them to second and third with 2 outs. 2 strikes, however, to Peluso. See if Wagner can get out of this with the 0 still on the board. as that one is high and inside. Comes the 1-2. Another take by Peluso, another high and inside miss from Wagner. And now we have a 2-2 count. .13 Liberty here at the bottom of the fourth inning. The pitch misses there, and it's 3-2. Good patience here in this at-bat from Holly Peluso. Comes the payoff pitch. That one is tapped, popped up too short, and that will be put away for the last out of the inning. No runs on one hit, no errors, and 2 left for the Owls. It's 13 Liberty heading into the 5th inning. Back for the top of the 5th here in Leesburg, Florida, as Liberty holds a 13-0 lead on FAU. MC Wilson, the new DP for the Flames, steps in and takes ball 1 from Ashley Stevenson. Still in the circle for FAU. 13-9-0 for Liberty and 0-2-2 for FAU. Stevenson misses there. Again, ball 2. That one is laced into right, but coming on is Olsen, who makes the grab. Good, quick reaction there from the Owls' right fielder. And there's one down here in the top of the 5th. As Ray Green now digs in for Liberty. Misses out, or takes out there for strike 1 from Stevenson. That one is popped up. Might stay in play, and it does not. Just hits the fence. 0-2 count now for Stevenson on Green. Grounder to third. Ennis Fields fires to retire the second out of the inning. As Ava Sino, the new second baseman for Liberty, comes up with 2 down. Good pace by Ashley Stevenson there to get 2 quick ground outs. Misses there with ball 1. high and outside. That one is ripped into right center, and that's going to be, looks like a double off the bat of Sino. Double that splits the outfielders and hits the wall, and she is on second with a 2-out, 2-bagger. Looks like we'll have another pinch hitter here for Liberty. As Paige Backman steps up to the plate. Takes low and outside. Stevenson misses the low there for ball 2. Swing and a miss. Stevenson battles back to a 2-1 count to Paige Backman. Comes the 1-2, misses high. And that's going to be a walk from Stevenson to Backman. As Barrett comes in to re-enter the pinch run for Backman. Janessa Plummer next up for Liberty. Two outs for Ashley Stevenson in the circle for FAU, as that one is foul check swing out of play. Comes the 0-1 from Stevenson. That is low to even things up at 1-1. Looks like FAU will dip to 1-5 on the season, while Liberty will improve their record to 2-5. Should this hold, crazier things have happened. As Plummer takes strike 2 there on the outside corner. Good pitch from Stevenson. The 1-2 is chopped back to Stevenson. She throws the first to get the hustling Plummer, and that'll end the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. It's the last licks for the Owls in the bottom of the 5th here right after this. Bottom 5 here with Liberty up 13-0 on FAU as Cameron Orland leads things off by taking for ball 1. New pitcher in there, and it's number 4, Naomi Jones. She falls behind 2-0 to Orland. Orland, a freshman, sister of Carissa Orland. Orland gets ahead in the count. Takes ball 3 right there. 3-0 to the freshman infielder who took over at shortstop for Summer Baker. And she'll work a 4-pitch leadoff walk right there to get on base. Cameo Pursuti comes in. Completely different lineup in there for FAU from what the Owls started with, and very different for Liberty as well. But early in the season, you want to get your bench players some action if you can. That one is some chin music to Pursuti. She takes for ball 1. Comes the 1-0. That's in the dirt. Naomi Jones, a new pitcher for Liberty. Jones, a sophomore from Lynchburg, Virginia, home of the Flames. Looks outside, ball 3, and that's 7 straight balls to start this inning from Jones. Bottom 5 here, 13-0 lead for Liberty, and takes strike 1. So if FAU wants to continue this one, the Owls need to score at least 6 to avoid the 8-run rule after 5 innings. Comes the 3-1, and that is fouled back from Pursuti. Comes the 3-2 to Pursuti. She looks at strike 3 as Jones hits the outside corner there. Good pitch. Maddie Carlock steps in. Carlock 0 for 1 today. Grounded out in her first at bat. Looks at strike 1 there. That one is popped up right behind third in foul territory, and a diving attempt by Reagan Barrett. Good effort, but no dice. One count to Carlock, the new center fielder for FAU. Comes the 1-1, and that hits her. That made a wicked sound. I think it hit her in her elbow pad. Carlock was running up, attempting to slap the ball, so she really ran into that one. She's taking a walk, trying to walk it off down the first base line. Looks like Carlock's all right. That's why you wear those padding. That's why you wear those pads. Hit her in a good spot. all things considered. Lynn Gardner digs in. We'll take ball one. Gardner 1 for 2 with a bloop infield single in her first at bat. Shouldn't have been a hit, but the shortstop and the third baseman from Liberty couldn't communicate, and it dropped to the ground. So that's 1 out of 2 hits for FAU here today in Game 2. Comes the 2-0 to Gardner. That's in the dirt, and the runners will move up on the wild pitch, and it's 3-0. Good base running out there from Cameron Orland and Maddie Carlock. So that was in the dirt, and it got away from the catcher. Out second and third for Gardner with 1 out. As Jones gets one in there for strike 1. 3-1 count to Gardner. See if she can find a zone that she likes and give something to drive. And that one looked like that was outside, but called strike 2. Gardner took a couple steps to first and couldn't believe that one. And swing and a miss, strike 3 as the DP goes down. To bring up Jalen Ford representing the last life for the Owls. Ford 0 for 1 with a fly out to center in her first at-bat, takes strike 1. Next up for FAU is Maryland tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., followed by 17th-ranked Missouri Tigers at 1:30. 3 more games in the spring games after today. Get some rest and be right back at it tomorrow. Here comes a 1-1 to Ford. That one is launched into left field, going back and making the play to end the game. And that'll do it. Our final score is 13-0 Liberty. 13-10-0 for the Flames to 0-2-2 for the Owls in 5 innings. Thanks for tuning in today. FAU will be back in action tomorrow at 11 a.m. We have a great night, and we will catch you next time.